Hello and welcome back. Once again, this is the Clockwork 42 channel. My name is Benjamin. Today we are playing with Street Fighter, Sagat, and E Honda. I'll give you a brief look at the tray package here. Multiple heads, multiple hands, tiger fireball effect. It's actually pretty great. I really like what Storm does with their products. A lot of fun packed in. Well-engineered figures, excellent likeness. They're really user-friendly, I think. I'm getting a little bit spoiled messing around with these figures and trying to go back to some Hasbro or McFarlane toy. It's just not as fun. But Storm won me over with Golden Axe, and, well, nothing else quite holds a candle to them. Take a moment here, try and set up a quick pose. I didn't really have a plan. As soon as I busted them out, I just tried to do something. I actually had these guys out of the box prior to filming this, but I just wanted to make a little video to highlight everything that's great about these. I love the back, or the insert in the package. Double-sided. Sagat's stage was probably my favorite in Street Fighter 2. This giant statue in the background. It's really cool. But what's nice about that is that they print it with a matte finish, so you can use it for your photos or displays. Not have to worry about too much glare from lighting. And it just looks nice. For those of us that don't have dios, we settle for package inserts. Nothing wrong with that. I like that because it's another instance where Storm didn't have to, but they did, and it just adds a lot of fun to the entire package. Trying to set up a knee strike. Capable of a lot of posing. Oh, knee strike the camera. A lot of different poses. I cannot quite do everything. The crouching pose, a little bit difficult with Sagat. Trying to do that low tiger fireball throw. But there's a lot of good stuff that makes up for that. Standing on one foot, no problem. Mid kick. Maybe a knee kick to the side of the head. And put him in the pose that makes you break controllers. I hated when this guy laughed at me. The games I didn't keep up with. I think maybe Street Fighter 3 was the last time I was really playing Street Fighter. Then life happens. Let's take a look at E Honda. Again, quick look at the tray. Not as many heads or hands, but we get a nice chunky boy here. What did Five Fingers say to the face? Anyone? I don't know what I was trying to pull off with that pose. Hey, look at this. Another cool backdrop included with the figure. Only one-sided this time. That's alright. Again, it looks pretty cool behind the character. If I had adequate display space, I would love to use these. Now, for as big as he is, he's actually quite posable. You know, try the sumo kick. There's no sumo kicks. Just a little pose and balance demo. And real quick, his Mawashi wrap, the wrap around his waist, doesn't interfere too much with posing. It's quite flexible. It's one thing I forgot to highlight specifically, but I just wanted to mention it in case anyone was wondering. I don't actually demonstrate that on the camera, but I can tell you. There's still quite a bit you can do, even though he's got that wrap going around his legs and the waist. Got a lower ball joint, or in his lower torso he has a ball joint. So you get a little bit of movement there, as well as the ball joint in the diaphragm. And again, just another pose and balance demo. He doesn't have to be on his toes. I don't think I'd necessarily display him like this, but he can do it. Twinkle Toes Flintstone. I was really intrigued with how they were going to pull this off, because it's one thing you don't see too often with action figures is larger persons. Well, I haven't seen too many, I should say. I'm not sure if the SH Figuarts Street Fighter line tackled E Honda or not, and those are more in line with your 6-inch figures. The Storm figures are quite a bit bigger, but they are in scale with other Storm figures. And they're just a lot of fun to pose up, so I really enjoy them. Try and wrap this up with some simple poses here. Throw a kick. And you see it doesn't take too long to get them balanced up. Or maybe it takes me a very long time. It's all about perspective. Just trying to whip something up. Try and make it look half decent. What I should have done was reference a lot of Street Fighter videos. Try and get all the moves down, especially E Honda. I know he does a flying headbutt. I know he does the 100 palm strike. And there's an effect piece that comes with E Honda. For whatever reason, I didn't have it out while I was messing around with these. Another good effect option that comes with Storm figures. Like all their effect pieces that I've seen come out really nice. As you saw with the Tiger Fireball at the beginning of the video, that's a really clean execution. Kind of soft and not brittle. Knocking figures down is just part of the process. I'll just retry. Get him set up proper. I'm doing little poses like this. I try not to have the figures touch. Well, not unless I have to. For me, it kind of messes with the feng shui of posing. But I think this is a lot of fun. You stay on your side of the stage, I'll stay on mine. Yeah, for whatever reason, moving in 1 centimeter broke the pose. We get it back and set back up. And ta-da! Posing! So what else can I say? Get your hands on a Storm figure. Now the Sagat figure, I think it came out last year, and E Honda was this year's release, or was it late last year? Regardless, there is a little bit of noticeable differences in the material. For one, the wrap is a lot softer on E Honda than the trunks on Sagat, so I feel like they changed up the recipe just a little bit to get a little bit more flexibility out of that. It also feels like there's improvements in the upper torso with the rubber chest overlay and the shoulder fittings. You can see that the gaps are less prominent on E Honda as opposed to Sagat. I mean, we can nitpick if we're going to stare at it, but ultimately, I mean, they're both still very well engineered, highly functional action figures. I guess what I'm saying is that I'm seeing improvements in the line, like over previous releases, and that's a good sign. It's always nice to see course corrections on the toy manufacturer's part to produce a better toy. Great figures. I have Zangief on pre-order. Can't wait to add him to the mix. Again, it's another line that I'm late to the party with, but now that I'm here, I'm loving it. Trying to finish off the Tiger uppercut. I had this stand that just was not cooperating. I probably could have spent some time with it, made it work, but the camera was rolling. I was getting impatient. But he can absolutely stand on his toes, achieving this pose. You'll see in just a moment. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I hope you like what you see. Maybe entice you to check out some Storm Collectibles. I'm digging them. Y'all take care. I will see you next time.